Well, Iolani Palace was once the official home of Hawaii's monarchy. It was built by King Kalakaua in 1882, and featured lavish decorations and the latest in modern technology. But most of the items inside the palace were sold following the overthrow of the monarchy in 1893. The provisional government took control of the palace and auctioned off the items that weren't suitable for government operations. But over the years, many of those pieces have made their way back home, including a set of vases decades apart. KITV4's Paula Akana has the story.
This vase depicting samurai recently returned home to Iolani Palace after well over 100 years. It was donated by the Morgan family, but it not only returned home, it was reunited with its twin.
As we brought in the photographs from the donor and started looking up the vases and looking in our database, we realized we had back in the corner of the library one that was almost near matched to this.
The other vase sitting in the library, also depicting samurai, had been donated decades ago by the Fleming family. Well, it turns out the Flemings and the Morgans were all descendants of James Francis Morgan, the man who oversaw the auctioning off of the contents of the palace following the overthrow of the Hawaiian monarchy.
These vases had been inherited in that family and passed down, and it turned out that these were cousins donating the vases.
It turns out James Francis Morgan had acquired palace items as well, and over the years the families have been slowly bringing them home. But these vases were a surprise to the palace and the families.
They were fascinated to find that out as well, because the two branches of this family, although cousins, didn't realize that they had inherited these very similar vases from the same source.
Always a celebration when an item returns home to Iolani Palace. But more than just the item, palace officials relish the stories behind them.
The family stories become part of the provenance of these objects for us when we enter them back into the collection and flesh out the story of the palace.
Paula Akana, KITV4 News.